Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Somick here for your Tuesday reading lesson as we wind down this week talking about main ideas and supporting details again. Now, just as a reminder, just like we said yesterday, how do you go about finding the main idea? Well, first of all, what is a main idea? It's what the story is mostly about. We got to think about the whole story here. So, in order to do that, again, ask yourself, what did I just read about? Figure out what is the subject and the topic that you're reading about. If you have a title or pictures, take a look at them. And if not, look for those clue words, those words that are repeated throughout to clue you in to what the story is about. And just remember, your main idea may not always be the first sentence. It may be the last sentence. So you can't just go to the first one and assume that is your main idea. So let's take a look at today as we move on to slide 3 here. We have another fictional paragraph that we're going to read about here. So we got to figure out who the character, is in this little paragraph and what's happening to our character. Well, in order to do that, we've got to follow along and read the paragraph. So let's get busy. All right. Trenton's feet were pounding the pavement with every step he took. His heart raced and he breathed deeply as he picked up speed. The beat of the music coming out of his headphones helped him to keep going. Sweat dripped down his forehead and his legs burned like fire. Just when he thought he couldn't run any more, the finish line came into view. He could hear his dad shouting his name and see his mom jumping up and down and cheering him on. He picked up speed, and before he knew it, he plowed through the finish line, breaking the ribbon and winning first place. Okay, so let's find some text evidence here to help clue me in on our subject, our character. Who are we talking about? What's going on with this character? Can you find that character's name? Where is it? Right here. There's Trenton. Trenton is our character here. Now, what's going on with Trenton? What is he doing? I see words like speed. I see words like finish line, winning first place. When would that happen? When would speed would matter and getting to that finish line? Are you thinking of a race? That's what I'm thinking. Let's take a look at my subject. It's Trenton and the race. All right. Now, that is our subject, our topic, but that's not the whole statement. What could be a full statement that we can make, a full complete sentence to identify what the main idea is? So we know it's about Trenton and a race, but what about that race? Was it easy for Trenton? I don't think so. Okay. Right here it says he had to pick up his speed. But before he knew it, he plowed through the finish line, breaking the ribbon and winning first place. So Trenton's running in a race, right? And he ends up winning that race. That's what this whole thing is about here. So let's take a look here at our main idea sentence. So Trenton, he almost gave up, right? We know that based on some details we're going to identify here in a second. But he kept on running his race, okay, and he won. So he almost gave up running his race, but he didn't. And he won. That's our main idea. Now, how do I know that he almost gave up? How do I know that he ends up winning this race? So let's pick up our trusty pen and let's find some details. How do I know this was hard for him? What was happening? Oh, do you see something about burning like fire? What was burning like fire? His legs. So sweat dripped down his forehead and his legs burned like fire. So we know right there that, this has not been easy. Okay, he's having a hard time. So there's that detail. Sweat dripped down his forehead and his legs burned like fire. There's something else that the author's trying to tell us here, that he wants to give up, but he just can't do it. Right here. When he thought he couldn't run anymore, the finish line came into view. Okay, so just like he's about to give up, but then what does he see? He sees the finish line right there. Okay, so again, we know we're talking about Trenton running a race. We know the whole thing is about how he's about to give up, but then he pushes through and he ends up winning. How do I know that? I can see he's struggling because his legs are burning and he's just about to give up when that finish line comes into view. And he's able to see his mom and dad. That could even be another detail there, shouting his name and cheering him on. Okay? All right, so I hope that practice continues to help you as you identify not only our topic, but our main idea and those details that support that idea as we continue on. Now, really quickly, do not forget here that we need to go into your Google Classroom, and right here, you're going to find your details. Okay, make sure you go into the Google Forms and you read that selection. Now remember, this is in your packet and it tells you right here on page 7. So if you want that paper copy in front of it, you have it. And don't forget, you need to answer question 1. Okay, what would you have circled? Question 2, click on which one you circled. 3 and 4 before then submitting and clicking on mark as done. All right, friends, can't wait to see what you do. Until next time.